Hello, I'm Paul Trox.
And I'm Eve Pollard.
We're looking tonight at the appalling hazards of irresponsible weapons research.
Terrible cases have arisen in Siberia, where weapon chemicals are disrupting embryo organ precursor cells in pregnant women. Organ precursor cells are the starting points for every different part of the body, but they can be chemically switched so they can all make the same part. Our undercover crew was shown this tragic case. A woman had given birth to a 2-foot testicle. The gland was alive when we saw it and being kept warm in a cot. With no mouth, the doctors knew it could not feed, and they were convinced it could feel pain. We were told it would live for just 2, perhaps 3 more days, all the time in chronic pain.
On a scale, say, 1 to 100%, what percentage bad science is that?
Oh, 100%.
Tonight on Brass Eye, has science gone too far? Tonight, science in the dock.
Science, you are accused of going too far, of befouling, pollutement and the intoxication of men's minds.
Science has increased our understanding of suffering, but has it really helped? This recent experiment into quadriplegia produced results that disturb.
We collected together a group of disabled people and placed various household objects around, some with quite tempting aromas. For example, we placed a cup of Bovril in front of one of them. What we found was that they would lunge secretly for the Bovril and quaff it. I think that they're not disabled at all. I think they're just incredibly lazy people.
Innocent or guilty? Is it right for scientists to play with time?
We got 2 mice to give birth to a second.
When I looked over, the clock on the wall was... well, it was throwing up.
There was a wonderful blue light everywhere. Everybody noticed it. And a sensation like a yawn going backwards inside you.
In June this year, the same men isolated and blew up a fortnight.
And I turned around and whack, I was 4 miles down the road, lying on my face next to a little tree that I hadn't been meant to be next to for about 2 weeks.
But does science take responsibility?
Anything that went on in that fortnight or went on out of it, depending on how you look at it, was that fortnight's fault, not ours. It was simply a bad fortnight.
Innocent or guilty? So is it any wonder people are afraid of technology?
Technology!
And when science is on sale, it may be helping us. But what about our children?
Hi, I'm Accelerator Jen Gold, and I'd like to tell you about the most effective weight loss system in pregnancy. The figure apocalypse that is pregnancy is a female tragedy that has at last been conquered by one man, Dr. Balb Kubrux. Balb.
That's right. Look at this little guy. He's using my gynesium womb implant to exercise so his mom loses weight.
Activity rate is maintained with chemical stimulants and mechanical prods.
He can be made to flex up to 30 times a second.
But gynesium babies are often born snapped.
It is the fetal exerciser that helps Junior.
Tonight, science is on trial. Will it be found innocent or guilty? Innocent or guilty?
Innocent or guilty? Innocent or guilty?
Look, leave me alone. I'm trying to work it out, all right?
Hello, I'm Tanya Bryant. I'm here to tell you about a new space-saving farm idea. Look at this typical farm. Uses a lot of land, doesn't it? Now look at this. It's a vertical tube farm capable of growing exactly the same amount as a 300-acre farm, but on less than 1 square meter of land. How? by growing crops and vegetables vertically, up to a mile into the air rather than wastefully taking up more and more land. As available land space is swallowed up, simple, effective ideas like this are just what we need. Of course, some people say it would be vulnerable in a strong wind, but for goodness sake, who's to say there's going to be a strong wind? Vertical farms, good science at work.
2 weeks ago, we uncovered a story of grotesque suffering at the hands of medical science. Ted Moore went in search of those hands, determined to smash their bones out with a little girder.
Loser Street. Look at all the feckless dregs. In this report, you'll see them scream and hear unpleasant remarks from their persecutors.
People up. Back off. You preyed on losers here.
A London alley, a body, looks dead, but it isn't. It just wishes it was.
I took as many painkillers as I possibly could, but in the end it was actually better to fight pain with pain.
I tried to kill myself with a lawnmower.
What happened to these people sounds like something from the X-Files.
I was paid £500 to have a limb grafted on my body.
Only this is real and touches you in a way that voguish fiction wouldn't begin to understand. These aren't isolated cases. In the last year, numbers rose dramatically. Conservative estimates said 1,500. It works like this. You lose your money, you reply to one of these ads, and are persuaded to sell your body to grow extra organs cheaply for transplant clinics.
The deal that I specifically struck was to grow 150 lips on my chest.
For
£6 a lip.
They'll even do you a deal on the phone.
I'm out of wampum. I spazzed it all on a horse.
I was offered 500 quid to grow a stomach full of shoulders. It could have been worse. When city analyst Helly Melvick hit the skids, she agreed to earn just £600 for a year of agony growing balls on her back.
It's like someone sticking a sabre into you and screwing it around day and night for 6 months.
Fuck me.
The organs are then harvested and sold on for huge profit. Who's behind this wretched usury? Look no further than surgeons by royal appointment, Zeus Spofford and Paul Gumster, at London's top whack quack shack, the Bounty Clinic. These breadheads don't give a flying cack about the pain they cause. So how would they respond to a foot-in-the-door hole button stepping?
Why have you messed these people up? You preyed on losers here. Dr. Spofford, you're preying on losers.
Yes, the personal organizer revealed a chain of rich clients for organs and limbs. Donald Trump has received over 7 feet of new tongue. Even Saddam Hussein has an access. He's obsessed with having white ladies' wrists. We also discovered this man is incubating over 700 livers. Scenting blood, we set up surveillance on their office and waited till they returned.
I've just monkeyed my way up the back of the building, and I'm going to smash my way through the window. Come back here, you fucking louse!
You've got no right to be here.
I've got a question for you. What are you going to do about the people whose lives you've pulled apart? What are you going to say to them? You're on camera. There's a camera here and one here.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
What's your excuse? Was it just the money?
Was it just the money?
Was it just the money?
Come in.
You're not going to get away with this.
Oh, yeah.
It's not cool to be weird.
Oh!
You won't get away with this.
Oh, grow up.
You're just being weird.
Go on.
Ah!
The creeps may have scarpered, but they forgot the golden rule. If you're going to jerk with brass eye, don't leave your Ponzi drop-top roller skate parked outside.